So I'm delighted to be joined here by Eilish Tierney. First of all, Eilish, how are you?
I'm all good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thanks. So you made your debut in February of last year, but where did your boxing journey begin?
So boxing for me really began during lockdown. Um, I was kind of like everyone, we didn't really have much to do. I'd been to the gym maybe once or twice before lockdown. Kind of I liked boxing. It was fun. It was different. And then yeah, I had nothing else to do, so I joined all the Zoom sessions online and started to notice the weight was dropping off me and being stuck inside working all day, all I wanted to do was run and train and do everything I could in my front garden with my neighbours watching, which was it was fun. It was definitely a conversation starter. But yeah, everything started for me over lockdown.
What was the experience like of making your debut, which obviously had the added bonus of being at York Hall?
Iconic to say the least. It was bizarre. It was like a really weird moment where I kind of felt like I didn't really belong there, but everything felt right. So I just went with it, and we ended up at York Hall, and it was one of the best nights of my life.
I know you've said before that, being able to make your boxing debut is just such a special moment for yourself. Why was that?
It was just everything all came together. Like we were getting warm in the back room, which was freezing. But like nothing could phase me. It was like York Hall. Yeah, I was on. I think it was the second fight, maybe that night. I had a few people come down, but then Fabio came into the back and he was like, "Oh, I made my debut in this room," and we were all just like reminiscing. We had the music going, and it just, I don't know, it just felt like a great night in the office. You know, it didn't feel like work at all.
So you mentioned there British heavyweight champion Fabio Wardley. Obviously, he's also from Ipswich. How good is it to have someone like Fabio that's, been there and done it and be able to guide you in your career?
I just there's no his experience and like just his knowledge, there's second to none. You know, like I'm surrounded by some great people. Like we've got the same coach, we've got the same gym, but like he'll take his time. Like if he's at the gym and I'm sparring, he'll come up and like give me little pointers, and obviously he'll be there come February. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's nice to have that belief from someone at his level, because like he's a busy man, but to have the guidance and the knowledge of someone like him just a phone call away is amazing, and it's helped me second to none in this camp.
Do you remember meeting Fabio for the first time?
I think it was just at the gym. I think like I kind of like I didn't really know who he was. Like
Yeah.
this was like 3 or 4 years ago, but like I was like, oh, I think I've seen him box on the TV, you know, and like I'd say hello to anyone. Like I think we just bumped into each other at the gym, and then obviously I started training. Got the same coach, and we just started like mixing like that. But yeah, he's a great man in and out of the ring.
So you've already shared the ring in sparring with some of the top names in women's boxing from Caroline Dubois, Lauren Parker, Ticey Gallagher, Francesca Hennessy, Nina Hughes, Ebony Bridges. I mean, that's such a massive list now and such big names. What were those experiences in sparring like?
It's crazy. Like I'm still a baby boxer, as I like to call myself. You know, I'm learning on the job, and it's rounds like that with those kinds of women that I'm just learning that one, I can survive in the deep end, and two, it's exactly where I need to be. Like the knowledge of all those women combined is just crazy, and the fact that they've given such a novice like me at the time of day is amazing. So I have respect for all of those women. Whether I'll share the ring with any of them in the future, I don't know, but again, it'd be a privilege. It's an honor and a privilege to share the ring with them sparring. So it'll be an honor and a privilege to share them under the lights.
So you said previously that you do believe you can go on and win a world title. What makes you so certain of success within this boxing game?
Everything is coming into place, and this is exactly what I was made for. So there is no second, there's no backup for me. Like this is what I have to do, and I'm going to succeed.
To have that local support.
We are we're a county that do, but like we back our own. You know, I've got a nice group of support coming down. I've got people coming from like London, Essex. Like I've got people here and there know me. So I've got people coming down to watch, loads of people at the gym, obviously people I went to school with, people I've worked with, like everyone knows everyone in Suffolk. Like I'm sure someone's coming down to watch me fight who's heard from me from their uncle's cousin or something. But We all know everyone around here, so I'm sure there's some kind of contact.
Just how important are those fans to yourself?
People that spend their money on me. I cannot thank those enough. You know, I'm not going to turn up and give them 10% when they've given me 100. Like, I'm not going to disrespect anyone who pays hard-earned money to come and watch me box, you know? Because it's not cheap. Tickets aren't cheap. Obviously, it is a business at the end of the day, but it's the travel, it's the day out, it's occupying your time while you're there. So I really do appreciate anyone that comes to support me in any shape or form. You know, you've got people that buy t-shirts, people that just buy tickets because like, oh, I can't make it, but I still want to support you, you know? So it's lovely. Without those kinds of people, like I just wouldn't be able to do what I do. So I'm so grateful.
So you are 3-0, which is also the record of your upcoming opponent, Katie Smith. Why did you feel like now was the right time to take that step up in terms of opponent?
And to really open the door, I had to do something big. So we were presented this fight. It wasn't originally, it was supposed to be in December, but timings didn't work out on my behalf. I thought I'd kind of lost the opportunity. Then it came out again in Ipswich, and I was like, well, home turf. She's taken the fight. I've taken the fight. It'll open doors for both of us, regardless. I think it shows we've both got a set on us to take a fight like this quite early on in our fight. So the utmost respect to her, but I just want big fights.
The vacant Commonwealth silver title on the line for this fight, does that give you a bit more kind of extra motivation going into the fight?
Yeah, massively. You know, like to fight in Ipswich again is one thing, but to fight in Ipswich and fight for a silver Commonwealth is an honor. You know, like it's just crazy, and it'll be such a privilege to hold that belt up in front of my home crowd
So if you do get the win, you
when
kind
I
of
get the win.
envision when you get the win on Saturday, how you envision the next 12 to 18 months playing out?
I, it's going to definitely open doors. I think this kind of fight, a straight up 50-50 for your fourth professional fight, will get people talking. Hopefully that results in a lot more opportunities. I may be back out in March on the TM14 in Nielsen's promoter collision one. So hopefully just keep going, you know, like again, maybe go for a British eliminator or just start collecting titles, you know, decide what weight class I want to be in and take over that division.
And finally, what kind of performance can we expect from yourself on the 8th of February?
A win for sure. You know, I can't lose in front of my hometown, you know, but I've put the graft in. I've worked religiously on this fight, you know, and it's not just Katie, it is just becoming a better boxer every time I step under those lights, you know. Again, I'm still learning. This is all work experience, you know, for me. I'm learning my craft. I'm increasing my IQ every time I fight. So to have to step up for the 10 rounder, a lot's changed. You know, I've had to physically change as an athlete, like to endure the 10 rounds, to do the conditioning, to be able to withstand that kind of whatever will happen. Like it's going to be a straight up war. Like that's my outlook on it. Like I'm going to have to go into some deep waters, and I've prepared for that. So come February 8th, regardless of what happens in the ring, if I'm happy with my performance, I'm happy with my performance. But we're after that belt, and it'll be the first of many, I'm sure.
Eilish Tierney, thanks so much for your time.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it.